Last week, we caught a glimpse of our latest garden guru, Adam Woodham's garden. Well, today we're back for a full guided tour of his ever-expanding Sydney yard. Adam, along with being a garden guru, is a prolific writer, award-winning photographer, passionate gardener and dead-set horticultural legend. Made you blush. Adam, this yard, it must have been an incredible challenge.
Look, it has been a bit of a challenge, Kim. It's a steeply sloping block, lots of underlying sandstone, and frankly, when we moved here, there wasn't a lot here. It was the bones of a 1950s garden, so we've had a lot of work to do.
Now, I notice you've got a lot of large stones already there. Did you bring those in?
No, all the stone that's here was here. You virtually can't dig a shovel into the ground without turning over a big chunk of sandstone. But I stockpile it all and I reuse it in walling because it saves me a heap in disposal fees, but then also in buying materials in to build the landscape.
Now, the terracing, it gives this flat feel to a sloped block. What was your inspiration?
Well, the inspiration was the fact that there was nowhere in the yard that you couldn't sit down without feeling like you were listing to starboard when we first moved in. You just were rolling downhill wherever you sat. So we decided to put the terracing in for ease of just that comfort of being able to sit down somewhere and relax. But also it's a very sustainable way of dealing with a steeply sloping block because you're slowing the water flow down as it moves down the slope. You're allowing it to infiltrate into the soil and that waters all your plants. So a lot of these gardens don't get watered at all. It just relies on natural rainfall and the terraces create that natural watering effect.
Adam, what are some of your favourite spots?
Well, I think my absolute favourite has to be our Japanese Asian-themed garden because the inspiration for it came from our little girl, Amber. She said, "Daddy, I want to have a Japanese garden," because she has a friend who's half Japanese and she wanted to use that inspiration herself. So her and I sat down together and came up with some ideas for a garden. She's only 6, but she really got into it and it's just created a beautiful little spot.
Adam, I spied an unusual plant.
It's Dianella forte. It's my first ever plant release. It's one I found in the wild and it took a while to get it identified, but it's a version of Dianella longifolia and it's a great new variety that's really drought tolerant. It has very unusual foliage, long thin foliage. You almost wouldn't pick it as being a Dianella.
I see you've ventured into aquaponics.
Yeah, my mate Charlie from Ecolicious convinced me to use an old concrete laundry tub, connect it to our fish pond and turn it into an aquaponic grow bed. So we've got herbs at our fingertips being watered and fertilised by our fish pond. Very cool.
Adam, you're full of great ideas and we look forward to seeing you during our autumn series.
And I'm looking forward to being here, Kim.